yeah, my aunt went out on her date, and boy, it wasn't very long before she was already engaged, moving out. Well, she was actually our hairdresser, you know. Sunday nights, yes, my sister and I would line up at the kitchen table. My mom, my aunt, all of us would get our hair all rolled up in rollers. Now, my mom and my aunt, they got set up with those big, giant plastic rollers, you know, that just were huge. And then they would sit under this little dryer that we had. Well, my sister and I weren't quite so fancy. We got sponge rollers, and we would just wear them to bed. You know, there was no dryer for us. It's Sunday night. Um, so preparing for the week for school. And, but anyway, yeah, our aunt was our hairdresser by gum, and she would, you know, but I do remember one thing though, when my mom had those rollers in her hair, she was kind of mean. I mean, it seems like it would just put her in kind of a mood. Normally she wasn't, but yeah, there was something about having those rollers on and 5 kids running around, you know. She kind of lost it every now and then, but it's okay, you know, it's just, it happens to the best of us. I mean, okay, so super momming isn't for everyone. Um, but anyway, my mom just wanted to look good. She was going to work Monday morning like women back then did. Women were just kind of, you know, more acceptable going into the workforce then. And yeah, we had to be all fixed up to go to work. You know, she was our hairdresser, and you know, we get bang trims, we get perms. I mean, we had the whole thing going on, you know, and the boys in our family would just go to the neighborhood barber shop, and it was like $2.50 a haircut. And I remember my dad complaining about the price of haircuts for the boys. And anyway, so yeah, my mom and aunt would just save money doing each other's hair. And so anyway, all that preparation by my aunt sure paid off, because eventually she was married and gone. So we lost our hairdresser, and that meant I had to start going to the salon down the street. Why the name I Chihuahua? Well, because my Aunt Nolia used to say it all the time. I Chihuahua. Well, I think it derives from a Spanish word that starts with a CH, but I think it's a really bad word, like worse than any of our really bad words that we have in English. And like, it's that bad that my mom won't even let me say it to this day. Okay, it's bad. But anyway, I Chihuahua is what people would say when it was just, oh, I Chihuahua this, I Chihuahua that, whatever. And it is kind of funny. I mean, I use it all the time. I've been saying it all my life. But my aunt was really the reason why that name started. And so, yeah, we eventually, like I said, lost our hairdresser because my aunt got married. And but anyway, yeah, my always been such a fan of small dogs. You know, they're just absolutely delightful. You know, and my little Gabby that I used to bring to work with me, that's who I started the cartoon, because it was a big joke, because she would come to work with me and my customers would ask for her, and I joked about, you know, teaching her to cut hair, and seemed like everybody was just there to see her, but that's okay. You know, she was a delightful little dog, and she'd sit in my customers' laps and make them very happy. You know, there's nothing like the warmth of a dog to just bring that warm, fuzzy feeling. And so anyway, my little Gabby would just bring a lot of joy and contentment to my customers. And but she passed away probably about 6 years ago, but her legend still lives on. You know, she's a fabulous little dog. I can't ever complain about her demeanor. She was just really mellow and wonderful, and never barked. She wasn't a yapper, you know, and that was one thing I always said I never wanted